Hi guys, welcome to my channel, the Judy TV show. My name is Judith. How you guys doing? Thank you for always being there for me. I sincerely appreciate you guys. Friends, in this video, I'd like to talk about three things. First of all, to react to Saidaboj, the dragging and everything, and then to the ex-wife of Isreal DMW, Sheila, and then Orisa. Is it Orisa Femi? So Femi, yes, he's a singer and a songwriter. So let me start with Sheila. Sheila is the ex-wife of Israel DMW, Davido's aide. He's logistics manager, as a matter of fact. And there has been this back and forth, I think since last year, that when they separate ways, Israel wouldn't have that. I think so much pain him. That he came out and was dragging his wife, calling her names and everything. And then he ended up, according to him, retrieving what he gave to his mother-in-law, because the marriage now couldn't hold and everything. He was really, really bitter about that, calling his wife names and even up till now. I did a video at that time that it happened, and I said to Sheila, because Sheila at that time said that it was because of the way he hypes the video and all that she's not comfortable with that, and I faulted that, and I said to her, look, you cannot tell us that you are not aware that that is how your husband, that is your ex-husband, that is how he hypes the video. And by the way, there's nothing wrong in that. He has been working with Davido before they met you. And Davido also honored you people during your wedding because he had to flew to Benin with his wife, Chioma, to come and attend your wedding and everything. However, I also said to her in that video, if that is the only thing that you don't like about the guy, then what I expected you to do, what is National Open University doing? That kind of program, is meant for people like Israel. So you would have gotten him to enroll there. The idea is just for him to get a degree, sharpen his mentality and everything. Not necessarily that he's going to start looking for a job because he already has a good one. But since you have decided to, walk away from the marriage and all that, well, I think you should respect that because it's a very difficult thing for you to get somebody, to force somebody to remain in a marital relationship that he or she doesn't want to remain in. And then again, also in that video, that was for Sheila. I also said to Uncle Israel that look, the way you are dragging this lady is not even causing her that no other person will marry her and all that. Whatever thing that transpired between you and her, I don't think it has warranted you or gotten to the point of you now causing her. If she says she doesn't want, whatever she's complaining of, if you can remedy it, you can see how you can remedy. But if you cannot remedy it, well, you just let her go because you cannot force her to stay in a marriage relationship. Otherwise, you will not enjoy that marriage. In fact, both of you, nobody will enjoy that marriage. It will just be basbos all the time. And I also faulted the way he said he collected what he gave to his mother-in-law, and that is Sheila's mom, and was calling her names and everything. So I said, no, I think that is wrong because you gave it to her when the going was good. Okay, whatever you had with Sheila, in terms of intimacy as man and wife, is she not going to collect it back from you or something? So there are certain things you don't come out there to talk about like that. That was what I said in that video. And then I also told Israel in that video too that look, you might think you are dragging or body shaming Sheila, your ex-wife, but at the same time you're doing same to yourself because any other lady that you're going to meet now, first of all, consider, oh, is it this man that will come at the end of the day to drag me or come at the end of the day to say one or two things about me, if there's any issue, if there's any problem. So ladies will also be apprehensive of accepting you. So much as you are trying to bully or attack Sheila, you're also doing that indirectly to yourself. So I said, you better watch it and then, let it be. If she says she's done, allow her to be. I know it's hot and everything, maybe because of the way you love her and everything, but then either you go about it the way what she wants so that things can be, people can talk to her or whatever. But by the time you now come on social media and you're rubbishing her, calling her names and everything, how do you now want people to, intervene and ensure that everything returns to normalcy? That was what I talked about in that video. That is the kind of a summary, of what I talked in that video. And then Sheila just made up her mind that she doesn't want that, so she moved on. Guys, the latest about Sheila is that she bought a new house with her friend, her bestie, Ginega. Both of them, bought a new house, and she's just doing so well for herself and everything. I don't know how Uncle Israel will react about that, but the truth about the matter is that look, God will come through for everybody. Since both of you have decided to go your separate ways, there's no need of calling her names or branding her whatever thing that she is not. Even if you feel that what she did to you was wrong and all that, well, she has moved on. She has moved on. Or trust God for God to come through for you and then give you your own. Your own might not be a house, because I want to believe that Israel must have gotten a house by now and everything. Maybe it will be a kind of giving you a good wife, that you'll be happy with and that will also be happy with you, so that whatever mistakes you made in this other one, you'll be able to correct it in the new one. So the only thing is just for you to trust God to, bless you with somebody you can be happy with, so that you two can move on with your life. On that note, I'd like to say to Sheila, congratulations, sis. That's a good one. That's a big feat you have just achieved there. So um, try as much as possible, as you have always done, not to retaliate by also throwing shades at your husband. Even if you have done that before, please, there's no absolutely no need for that. You can see what God has blessed you with now. So just be focused, and then allow the wound to heal with time on your side and on the side of Israel. Guys, I now move on to Saidaboj. Hey, the lady of the moment, Side. I'm sure that a good number of us must have seen the interview, the postcast by Nedu, where she said what she said and everything. The truth about the matter is that there are ladies that are charging such things. They might not be loud about it. They may not have come out to say that, but there are ladies that are behaving like that. But where I have a challenge with Saida, was from the moral aspect of it. Saida is just 22, for crying out loud, okay? And in that podcast, she said that she dated a married man. Apparently, dating that married man will now be, or was, when she was about 20 or 21, or even less, which I think it's not a very good, thing to do. Although it's possible that the married man, deceived her and everything, and then, in her innocence as a much younger girl, she now went into the relationship and all that, because she said that the man used her. Having said that, guys, I also like to let us know that at the end of the day, she has apologized, okay? And again, I think that those people that reported her page, that punishment was too far. That reaction was too far, was too harsh. Because the three of her accounts were shut down, her TikTok that had about 1.3 million followers, her Facebook account, her Instagram account, that was just too much, guys. I think it was just too much. That reaction was just too much. Though that of TikTok has been restored back to her, and I want to believe that after a while the other two will be restored back to her. And in fairness to side, that there are certain things that that lady says that makes sense, makes real sense. There's nobody that has a monopoly of knowledge. There's nobody that gets it perfect all the time. There also sometimes she will say something that is not off record, and then the way I look at her, she doesn't even say it as in not minding, just the process of talking and talking and talking. She could just say one or two things, not knowing what could be the repercussion or the reaction of people. That's the way I see it. And so I like to say that, at the end of the day, such ladies, by the time she falls in love, you'll be shocked. You'll be saying, is it the same side? And a lot of people love her like that, including men. That's the truth about the matter. I don't know whether you people have seen the latest video she, okay, maybe not the latest, but a video she did where she was calling for people to forgive the very dark man and all that. And these are two people that are like always on each other's neck, but she was just calling that a very dark man should be forgiven whatever thing that happened, that because there's no permanent enemy in the internet. There's just no permanent enemy. Anybody you see in the internet talking his or her own is just to create content, have views and make money and everything. So for me, there's no permanent enemy in the internet, except for people that will now come and be defaming people. That's a different ballgame altogether, right? And I like to say to Side, truth be told, the amount you are mentioning, 20 million, 500,000, and what have you, it sounds so big, but you are bigger than that. Please don't place that kind of a value on yourself. You are much more bigger than that. God could give you a guy that will come into your life and give you money. He can buy you a car that is like hundreds of millions. So which one is 20 million? Do you understand? By the time you mention that kind of amount, it's like that is the value That is where you have placed yourself. But I know that you are much more. How much TikTok pay you, Instagram, and even Facebook? It's much more than that monthly. Put everything together. You find out that you are much more than that. So putting a tag of 200 million on yourself simply means you're just devaluing yourself. That's where I see, because you are much more than that. Please don't do that. Although you have apologize, but subsequently you will crack your jokes and talk the normal things you talk, and then because you, like I said, most times you make sense. That's the truth about the matter. Most times you make sense, okay? And again, I like to commend you, because each time it is pointed out to you that you made a mistake, you always fast to, like, apologize and everything. That's a human face to to us as a human being, because nobody is above mistakes. So anytime I call when you say something about the freeze or whatever, so people call your attention to that, and you also apologize, and that's the way to go as a human being, because nobody is perfect, right? So I like to congratulate you on the restoration of your TikTok account. That's where you have 1.3 million followers, and I want to believe that after what happened, I won't be surprised if you even get much more number of followers now. That kind of thing is possible. Because more people now got to know about you and everything. So, and now that you've also apologized, you also make some people to even like you the more. That's the way to go, okay? So once again, since I congratulate you on the restoration of your TikTok account, I want to believe that no distance time, the other two accounts will be restored back to you if it has not been restored already. That's what I pray for and I hope for you, right? Okay. So I now go over to Orise Femi. Yes, see, Orise Femi, yes, is a singer and a songwriter. The guy got married to his wife in 2017, and they have a child, a surviving child. He granted interview, with to a media personality, Jude, and then he said in that interview that his wife had 21 miscarriages. Guys, did you hear what I said? I didn't say that his wife is 21 years old. The wife had 21 miscarriages. And this guy sat down and talked about it in such a disgusting way. 21 miscarriages? What about the health of the woman? The emotions of that woman, have, mental health. And Femi sat down and was talking about this woman as if this woman is nothing. And this is a woman that is that 21 times she allowed you to go up to that, because she was trying her best to see if any of the children or the pregnancies can stay, so that she can have more children for you. And the much you can do is you came out and then you were talking about her in such a derogatory manner. Honestly, I condemned it. That is unacceptable, totally unacceptable. And guys, the worst thing, the same Femi now said, that was even the one that was, I said, who is this? Now said that it was Caroline Danjuma that compared him to marry his wife. Who does that? Who says that? A woman that gave birth to your child, surviving child, and had 21 miscarriages, even if it is 1 month she's having that baby, have you considered her health? And all you could say, instead of you to come and then say, okay, this is the way it is, we're still trusting God, for we know that the ones that will stay will come and everything. You are now ridiculing that woman as if it is her fault. And then you ended up saying that you didn't even want to marry her. So she's not good enough for you. She's not a human being. What a way to talk. Guys, see, these are the kind of people you should be dragging. These are the kind of people you should be reporting. If there's anything like taking down an account or taking down a page or whatever, these are the kind of people now. Not other people like Saidaboj also. These are the kind of people. Look at what a man is saying about a wife that he has married for how many? Since 2017. How many years now? It will now be 10 years. And then this man now came out and was talking about his own wife that has shared her body with him. What a human being. No, Femi, that is a no. It is most unfortunate for you to have said that. I don't know you in person. In fact, I don't know, I've not listened to your music. If I listen to your music, it's a good one. Of course, I'll listen to your music, but for you to come out and talk about, most times, even singers and songwriter, they write about their stories in the song and sing it. So somebody will hear that, like the song because of the story that is told therein. Maybe he has a similar experience. So the song even sells more. But here you are trying to rubbish a woman that has given you the best part of her life. Because for a woman to have miscarriage for you up to 21 times, according to you, and then you have the guts, you have the mind to sit down, face a fellow man like you, that is Jude, and you were telling him such a derogatory thing about your wife, and then you ended up saying that you didn't divorce Caroline Danjuma. So Caroline has done a wrong thing by asking you to marry a woman. If you had even said your wife did you wrong or whatever, it will not be so, okay. Let's blame Caroline for recommending such a person. That you should marry such a person. But this one, it is now you that is now condemning the person. Did Caroline? People recommend people now. Yes, people do. So did Caroline now do a bad thing by recommending your wife to you? Or those 21 marriages, miscarriages she had, is it her fault? Do you think she doesn't want to have a child for you that will stay? Where is this kind of a thought? How human, how inhuman, sorry, can you be? No, 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 Femi, this is not it at all. And look at you smiling all the way on your traditional marriage, you're wearing white with your wife and everything. Okay, if you Caroline recommended to her to you and you don't like her, so why did you go ahead to marry her? Why did you go ahead to marry since 2017? Just why? And you have a surviving child. So why? Honestly, when I saw that, I didn't like that at all. As a human being and as a woman, I didn't just like that. It's not proper and it's not fair on that woman. How do you expect her to see you? How do you expect her to look at you and receive it? Even that your surviving child, how do you expect that child to feel? Talking about that, about the mother. Even if it's not her that gave birth to that child, how do you think that child will feel? Please, it's not proper. It's not proper. The proper thing for you to do now is even to apologize to that your wife. Yes, you just have to apologize to her because what you said is wrong. And like I said, this your kind of person, going by what you just said, is the kind of person that people should report your page for saying this, because you know how many people there you're tormenting by that kind of a thought. So if a woman now, by the time she has made one or two miscarriages, in her marital home, trusting God for a child, the fruit of the womb, and she will not say, by the time I do another one, at the end of the day, this man will still be blaming me and all that. Look at Femi now, the way he's blaming me. Well, you don't know how many people this thing that you said is going to affect negatively. Please, it is not a proper thing. It is not. If I'm the one that is interviewing you, at that point that you said it, I'll just ask you to apologize to your wife because that's not a proper thing to say. It's not fair at all on that lady. It's not fair. I don't know her one on one. I also do not know you one on one, but I saw that video. Please, it is not fair. It is just not fair. You will need to apologize to her. You will need to. Whether you people are still together or not together, you need to apologize to her. You are just not fair on her, going by what you said on that interview, about her and all that. Guys, I don't know what you people think. These are the three things I just saw, and I said, I'll come and talk about it and all that. Let me know your thoughts at the comment section, okay? And then, yeah, congratulations, Sheila and Saidaboj for the restoration of her TikTok account, and Sheila for her new house, and then Femi, what do you have to tell him for what you just said about his wife and all that? Guys, that's why I'll bring this video to an end. I thank you guys for always watching my video, but please don't forget to like and comment on this video as I asked earlier on. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now, guys.